Hey guys, it's Melissa with the Sister Wives podcast. So today I'm talking about kind of a weird topic, and I'm flying solo on this. It's about being a stay-at-home mom or spouse or whatever it is. Uh, Obviously, I'm not a mom, just a fur mom. Um, but yeah, so for a little background story or background, Sean and I used to live in Michigan, and while we were in Michigan, I was in law school. And so, whenever we decided to move to Georgia, it was in this weird time frame where I had to take a semester off school from the school I was at in Michigan, but then I also couldn't apply to get into a school in Georgia by the time we got there. So, it was just like a weird limbo time, and I'm currently in it right now because I'm not in school, and so it's weird for me. Growing up or like during college, I obviously was in school, and then I also had a job, and so I always just had that sense of being busy and that I was making my own money and I was an independent woman and blah blah blah. And I mean, obviously I still had help from my parents, but I was paying my own rent and all that good stuff. And then when we moved into Michigan, I also had a job and did like internships and things like that with people. And so I just felt like I was that boss bee that was on top of it and da 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 da. But at the same time, I wasn't doing a ton around the house, and if you asked me to do stuff around the house, I'd turn into an evil dragon lady because I'm in law school. How dare you try to tell me what to do? Blah, 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 blah. And other law school people will understand what I'm saying. But now that we are in Georgia, I am not in school, and I had a job for a little while when we first got here because then we were living with Aunt Pat, and so we were in a different city altogether. We were in Alpharetta there, and now we're in Swanee, now that we have an apartment. And so for the past couple of weeks, I have felt kind of bummy. Like, I don't have a job right now, I'm not in school, so it just kind of feels like I am mooching, and I feel really, really bad. And, I looked up a bunch of different vlogs of like stay-at-home moms and or just stay-at-home spouses where they've kind of talked about this same concept of kind of not knowing what their purpose is in their marriage or, like in life. And, it's a really sensitive topic because when you aren't bringing in income, for some reason, our society kind of chalks it up to you're kind of a waste of space. You're not doing anything with your life. You're not, contributing to society, to your marriage, to anything like that. And it really makes you feel like crap, and it gets you like down to your core. And not only is it like a taboo in our society, you also feel it from just like your spouse a lot of the time, especially if you're just going through a period of like unemployment or like a weird change in moving and stuff like that. Like if you're going through the same thing as me, and you, even if your spouse isn't outwardly telling you, hey, go get a job, you still have that feeling of, hey, I want to contribute in a way, but I can't seem to find a way how. And this is something that I've like shared with Sean as well, of like I do feel like crap sometimes because it feels like I'm not doing anything. And now that I pretty much stay at home all day, I go out of my way to do everything around the house. I mean, absolutely everything. Whenever he gets home, I don't want him to do anything around the house because it's just like, that's my job now. Like, that's my thing, and I'm very protective of it now. And I'm a huge feminist, so this is not like this whole, I want to be barefoot and pregnant, or that's what he makes me feel like I need to be doing, and da-da-da-da-da, like, whatever. That's not it, like, because I'm all for your calling being a CEO, but I'm also all for your calling being a stay-at-home mom. So that's not the issue, so don't even come in the comments with that crap. But what I'm saying is like I'm very protective of having my place in my relationship, in my, just community, whatever. Like I want to have a purpose. And right now, my purpose is to take care of this family. And so I just know that there are a bunch of people out there that kind of feel like they have no purpose or that they're not contributing, and like you're in that same boat, that same limbo where you're like, what do I do? And you kind of start second guessing yourself of like, am I really helpful? Am I being lazy? Am I this? And then you start just becoming kind of down on yourself. And I want to be here to tell you stop, because being down on yourself isn't gonna fix anything. No one's gonna feel better about the situation if you're down on yourself about the circumstances or, whatever it is that, whatever reason you're a stay-at-home spouse. And also, it doesn't help anyone. And also, you have a purpose, and even though it's not something that gets paid or it's not monetary or it's something that a lot of people don't quote unquote see the value in, it has a value, it has a purpose, and you're taking care of your family, you're taking care of the household, you're taking care of crap that otherwise probably wouldn't get done, or you would fight about it to get it done. So I just want people to be more appreciative of the stay-at-home spouse, and I want stay-at-home spouses to stop being down on themselves and to realize that you are, like, your purpose in whatever, even if it's a short-lived time of being a stay-at-home spouse, this purpose is important, and sometimes it's even more important than the person that's making the money. You're keeping things running like a well-oiled machine, and being able to be the person that cooks, cleans, and does the laundry and has all the itineraries lined up and knows exactly where things are and how the household is being run, like you get to be in the thick of the household and hold it all together and be the glue. And if that's not special, then I don't know what is. And this is something that I have to remind myself of every single day, because it really is hard to be sitting here at home and thinking, wow, I am a bum. But at the same time, I'm thinking, but I'm also doing this for Sean in our household. I'm also helping with this side project that he has going on in our real estate business and things like that. And so it's just nice to get a different perspective on it, and it's refreshing to know that just because I'm not out there being a boss bee in corporate America or whatever, I'm being a boss bee at home, and that's just as good, if not better. So, yeah.